So that TNA knockout roster is huge, and it can give WWE a run for their money right now.
Right. I bet. In the women's.
And their champion right now, she's bad, dude.
Maybe that's the reason why Vince is so frustrated with the women's division.
Yeah, they can't compete with TNA. And I think that's why TNA is giving a lot of TV time for the women, because they're doing what Vince McMahon can't do on Raw.
Now, we talked about this before, and I'll bring it up again and see what Peter's take is on it. But Main Event Mafia, which is basically all the WCW, ECW, and WWE rejects, okay? Very much like the NWO. You have Kevin Nash. How long do you think he's going to have, how much time do you think he has?
Kevin Nash has been done since the day he stepped foot in TNA.
Scott Steiner, how much time do you think he has?
Scott Steiner's have at least 1 or 2 more years.
And then Booker T?
Booker T can go forever, man. That guy, he always keeps himself in good shape. The only problem he has is a back injury. And if he doesn't wrestle as much, and even if he does wrestle, he doesn't put some extreme matches together to where he's going to wear his back out that much.
Now, Sting is rumored that he's going to be having the last couple of matches, and that's it. Like, maybe this last pay-per-view might be his last. There's a reason why that he might want to leave TNA at a certain time.
Well, the pay-per-view it's kind of weird, too, because the pay-per-view, I think it's called the Curtain Cutoff or something like that, or Curtain Fall or something like that.
I think it's called the Last Curtain Call.
The Last Curtain Call. Yeah. With Sting on the main cover for the poster. So
okay, so that most likely that's probably going to be his last pay-per-view. And then
Bound for Glory. Yeah.
Right.
Supposedly he's going to be retiring, but like I said, there's a timetable. There's a certain reason why he wants to leave and retire. Rumors are that he might be lined up for a WWE debut.
Right.
Now, and that debut will be at WrestleMania, what is it, 26? 20?
Yeah, 26.
What do you think about that? You think Sting has enough to make it to WWE?
Oh, I don't even believe that this is his last curtain call. I mean, he's been saying it for the last 3 Bound for Glories before this, that this is gonna be his last match. He's gonna retire, and that's the reason I believe TNA give him the title. They believe that was going to be his last run. Right. So they give him the title, give him something to go off with, and then he ends up losing it about 2 weeks later on Impact. So, but if he does leave TNA, I think this will be, that'll be it.
You think that's a big hurt for TNA?
Sting, I don't think he draws too many fans. He's a good attraction, but he is just too old now, and it is time for him to leave TNA and let some other guys come up. But yeah, I don't think people will stop watching simply because Sting's left TNA. And
if Sting does leave, who do you think would be a perfect fit to step up and take charge?
No, I mean, it'd be good to see Kurt Angle take on more of the main event and stuff like that. And I think Kurt Angle is a good poster boy because obviously he can wrestle. And
right.
He's got promo skills, so yeah, Angle would be a good face for the company. And then obviously they need to start bringing up some of the younger talent to have a main event space.
So some of the younger talent, who would you like to see go up against Kurt Angle at this time?
I'd like to see, Samoa Joe get rid of all his gimmick, maybe lose a bit of weight, get back into his prime again, because Joe's let himself go a little bit, because I heard somewhere that he refuses to put in the time and effort that he used to train to get back into his shape. So if you get Samoa Joe back up there into his prime, that'll be a good new main event contender.
Yeah, because him and Kurt Angle had some awesome matches.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Every match they had, every time the match finished, you'd hear the crowd chant, "One more match, more match."
They were talking about that in Japan.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to see AJ back into the main event title picture, but this is the thing with AJ. He used to win all the titles and stuff like that, so I think it's a good thing that TNA have given him a good long run without any world titles, because if he was in the main event through all of his career, imagine how many TNA titles he'd have by now. He'd have something like six world titles if he was always in the world picture. So I think it's a good thing taking him out of the world title.
Yeah, and then he would become a bore almost. It would be kind of, I already seen that. Yeah.
So now for the newer fans, seeing AJ as world champion, that'll be a new thing for them. So yeah, I think that's a smart business plan what they're doing. They just can't let it go on too long without giving him a world title.
Right. Now I got a question for you real quick. I've always been a big fan of Abyss. And what do you think? What do you think about Abyss's new character that they're doing with him? Because there was rumors before that he was kind of being interested by the WWE. You think that the way they're kind of pushing him right now, do you think that's an effect because of what WWE wanted to get from Abyss?
It could be, but if putting that aside, talking about the actual gimmick, I hate this new gimmick because I'm a hardcore wrestling fan and I used to absolutely love the old Abyss. You know, he was actually badass. But
right.
Ever since they started to make him talk, and then this new gimmick with the new clothes, he just looks like a big boy running around in pajamas out there. He doesn't look like the old badass. It's very sad because he was a really good wrestler and he was doing some stuff that nobody was doing for a big man. Oh yeah, definitely. You know, he easily could have been one of the main event players in TNA today. But this new gimmick, I think it's absolutely killed his badass persona. Right. I hate this new gimmick.
Now, you know, I hate to bust any bubbles, but, you know, we do have an inside source within the WWE that, you know, one of the main things that the reason why Bobby Lashley has signed with TNA was because he might be in that spot to kind of take down the main event Mafia. I like that. Now, but is he going to be, the question is he going to be the old Bobby Lashley where he's the wrestler? Or is he going to try to show off his moves that he's learned in MMA training? I think a little bit of both.
Well, Bobby Lashley, first of all, I don't like Bobby Lashley at all. He's an alright wrestler, I'll give him that, but his gimmick, I mean, he was built to be the new Brock Lesnar when he was in WWE. Right. But the main difference between them two, I mean, look at Brock Lesnar when he comes out. He's like jumping around all over the place, pumped up for the match. Bobby Lashley just came out. He was just expressionless. And, you know, there was nothing about him that screamed badass. Right.
So I believe they had the same intro, though, how they popped up on top of the apron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's just a mute version of Brock. Right. He's kind of like the Chavo, but on steroids. He's like, there's no emotion on this guy's face. He has no persona about him to makes you want to like say, oh, this is the guy I want to be the champion. But he's very impressive. But it's just I agree with Peter. He's just there's really nothing really big about Bobby Lashley for me.
Now, Peter, the other rumor that I've heard that with you being in the UK, this is great to ask you. Rumors are that TNA is beating the WWE in the rankings. In the ratings over there in the UK. Is that true?
Oh yes, I've heard this and I believe it. It is because Raw and SmackDown both have terrible time slots. So I wouldn't put it down to the fact that TNA is better than WWE, or some people think that. It's just the fact that WWE have horrible time slots. I mean, Raw goes out at 2 a.m. in the morning here, and SmackDown goes out at something like 10 o'clock on SmackDown Fridays. I mean, that's when people are going out and partying and stuff. So
yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Now, do you think
I just put it down to time slots?
Now, do you think the British invasion over there in TNA helps them a lot?
Yeah.
Is that something that the UK fans like? Do they like the British invasion over there?
Well, we like to see British wrestlers get a big push in wrestling because it's very rare to see a British wrestler get anywhere. I mean, William Regal, he was a top British wrestler for so long, and you know he didn't really get a world title push or anything like that. Right. But with the British invasion, we really don't like the forget his name, the one who used to be a gladiator.
Oh, well, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really like it. And this Rob Terry, we don't really care anything for him. We like Doug Williams, of course, because he's a phenomenal wrestler.
Oh yeah, he can wrestle. Yeah.
So that was going to be one of my questions. Is that when we see William Regal wrestle in the UK, I mean, is that pop genuine? I mean, is it just you guys are supporting your countrymen?
Oh yeah, we just give him a huge pop because he's from England. Really, he don't really care matter how much he can wrestle. We just love to see a British wrestler out there.
Okay, cool. Now with that answer, do you guys show the same pop with Paul Burchill?
Paul Burchill, well, we like him out there. I remember going to a SmackDown or Raw house show and just seeing him come out. He got a pretty average pop, and we do like Paul Burchill. He can wrestle.